crash landing in my desk for nothing from Comic-Con. Nope, not at all. Guess what's back from hiatus? Guess what it is? Once a month, not just during NaNoWriMo, but we're going to keep the original opening and show a brand new opening next time. It's Soul Care Sundays. Let's jam. Happy Sunday, April 28th, the last Sunday in April, one of the luckiest days, in my opinion, of the year. My name is Jenna O'Malley. I am your soul writer, author of sci-fi, fantasy, dashes of romance, nerdy references, such as those found in the pages of the Myrna Annals, a dark, epic romantasy for the likes of you who really nerd out. So, we are going to be doing Soul Care Sundays, as you heard me say earlier, very rightly so, monthly. We have a year full of panels planned ahead. At the same time, we are always looking for new and old faces in the link tree, description box, and more. Probably double check those on the replay, not so much on the live. Thank you much, because I literally just got in from con. Vlog on that in the future. We have some friends backstage. We're talking about spring cleaning mode today, but let's go ahead and get to know those friends of ours. First and foremost, we do have a returning friend. You know her quite well. She is probably one of the most helpful people ever. Mama Maggie.
How is everyone doing today? My internet just started to wobble just as soon as the stream started, and I was like, don't you do this. Don't you dare do this. Hello, lovelies. I am Mama Maggie Ward, independent author and stroke survivor and cheerleader for Author 2.
What just happened? I do apologize. Mama Maggie, if you can hear me, please come back in. My mouse did not do what it was supposed to do. I unplugged it and plugged it back in, and it apparently caused a tech issue that kicked Mama Maggie. I apologize. I will not remove my mouse. I will not remove my mouse while you're talking this time. I apologize.
No, it wasn't you. It was me. It wasn't you. It was me. It was my system. My system just went white screen of death. Do, do, do. You know that sound? So.
Dear Mercury, please kindly take your shadow out of retrograde. Would you like to try again?
We rolled today. We rolled a 5. A 5 out of 20. That's not good. That's not good. Okay. So yeah. What was I saying? Oh yes, cheerleader for Author 2. Go indie authors. Do not let anyone tell you you can't publish your books because of brain damage. Stroke surviving mama can publish her books with migraine headaches. You can publish your books too. And just for this stream, look, remember, I published another Relic of Time Wars book. So, yay! So remember, don't let anything stand between you and putting your words out to the world. And then we have Rita.
And we have Rita.
Hello. How is everybody? I'm happy to be here.
So tell us about yourself, sweetheart.
So I am an actress and author. I have written a novella series. I have begun the series a few years back, but the second book is coming out. We're hoping June. I'm in the last round of edits. Harbor Excursions Book 2, The Offshore Account, July 1st will be the latest on the release date. So I'm very excited about that.
I'm so proud of both of you. I'm so proud of both
That's
of you.
Amazing.
Thank you for joining. You both are
and
awesome.
You're relaunching the whole Myrna Annals. So
yeah. Second Kickstarter is July. And I have book signings and Comic-Cons lined up for the next 2 years after one weekend.
Wow. That's amazing.
That's wonderful.
I got invited to do the whole local circuit between Maryland, Northern Virginia, Northern West Virginia, and PA this weekend. I'm so excited.
I love it.
So, yay. It's going to be fun for all of us. Now, I would like to also give a kind shout out. We have a couple of other friends who were supposed to join us this evening, including JD Robinson and Rachel D. Adams and other friendos. So, if you were not able to join us tonight, please do know we miss you, we love you, and we invite you to join us another time. Yeah. So if you're here,
with everything going on right now, the crazy weather, and everyone's focused on the tornadoes, but they don't realize that there's wildfires going on, there's flooding that's going on, there's just all of these different things, and it's like, oh, and yeah, there might be a tropical storm.
And it's also graduation season, and so to all of you who are joining here,
Mother's Day, Passover, and Orthodox Easter are all this next week. Passover is going on right now. Orthodox Easter is about to happen. Beltane is about to happen, and Mother's Day is coming.
I was going to say, we just did our Beltane ceremony this past, thank goodness, Friday, 2 days ago. So we do have some friends in chat. If you are joining us live or on the replay, go ahead and add some comments. I know my friends will probably poke back around and join me on my channel and or theirs, because we are also streaming on their channels. Go give them some love. Hello, Mel. Thank you for stopping by. Mel was streaming earlier on their channel. Please do check out. Mama Maggie, of course, is in chat.
Everybody. Yeah. The gang's all here.
The gang's all here. So as normal, we do have a couple of questions pre-put together, but we would love to answer your questions along with. We'll probably be here for about the next half an hour or so. So if you want to get comfy, now's a great time to do that, my friends. We'll probably answer these in a circle, as those of you who have been on Soul Care Sunday in the past know. So Mama Maggie, well, I guess it's a triangle today. Mama Maggie, what's your desk look like most of the time? And how do you cope? What's your desk look like most of the time? And how do you cope? Now, let me clarify this stacks and stacks. If someone cleans your stacks, do you know where to find stuff?
Honey, half the time, I don't know where to find stuff.
You like to hide stuff from yourself.
Yeah, I second that. Same.
I will ask my husband, have you seen this thing? And he'll just look at me and blink.
The Cheesecake Man does that too. So I'm mad.
Yes, right now, this is my lovely office with my little glowy lamp, but this is what my office looks like now. All the stuff on the desk. All the stuff on my Kanban board.
So the mirror is your Kanban?
I use a mirror as a Kanban. My whole I decorate. I do a lot of feng shui decorating, and so I've got the mirror on the walls. But also the thing is I tend to get buried in my projects. So I know this seems like a weird thing, but as I'm pulling down the projects, like I tore up the little thing at the beginning of the meeting for the one that I'm about to publish next month. It uncovers the rest of my room that you usually see behind me. So and I can like see and validate that I am accomplishing something because I can see myself in the accomplishment.
So you're very visual.
I am a very visual person. And it's because of my obsessive goal brain, my OCD goal brain, that I have to finish the products and the projects that I'm working on. This is how I remind myself to have a life. You know, I can see the person behind the projects, and that's a reminder for me. It also is like, I need to get my roots done.
I literally did mine 3 weeks ago. I'm right there with you.
Same, sister.
I'm just like staying with the granny sparkles. I don't care. I've earned my silver at this point.
Yeah.
So as far as cleaning goes, since we all kind of have the same desks, and mine just keeps acquiring more tabletops to sprawl to, it seems. Favorite cleaning hack?
favorite cleaning hack, touch once. So you take something out, you're doing whatever you're doing with it, you're putting it back. You've touched it once. I mean, essentially, not literally. Touch once.
Mama
That helps
Maggie.
I tend to, I do, as a teacher, you can push it. I create folders for projects. Because I need things to be organized. I have the memory issues, so I don't remember things. You're going to laugh at me. So I have a coupon binder that when I worked for the post office as a carrier, I used to carry my stamps and receipts and forms in this. And then and it's a coupon binder. But what I do now is I keep my orphan scenes and my story ideas in here. I have like pages in here. If I'm out and about, I write them down, and then they go into the computer, but the hard copies also go into here. So if something disappears off my computer, I have the physical copy. So having a story seed physical folder along to go with my story seeds digital folder, it gives me not only the backup of the story seeds, but the tactile of the story seeds. And so keeping those organized, having that organization keeps me moving forward of things that are not on my Kanban board for this year and next year.
And what I like is you literally just demonstrated what Rita was talking about with the one-touch rule. Thank you for demonstrating that.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then like the sub of that would be like, if it takes less than 10 seconds to put it away, just put it away. Right.
That as a public school teacher drove me the most insane with kids. I'm like, it will take you less than 5 seconds. Please
Literally.
Farm moms, as a farm mom, I can tell you, just put it away.
Just put it away.
And I taught farm kids. They know better, and I know they know better.
Yeah, they should, right? Like, it's all about like getting it done and knocking the things out and being efficient on a farm for sure. My gosh.
My favorite cleaning hack is actually a permanent marker removal tool. If you have permanent marker on any surface, what's the worst that will happen other than you'll darken the mark that's already there a little bit? There's something about the chemical in this.
Okay.
That it breaks down permanent marker. I found fox around and find out on the surface. I've had to take permanent marker off of fridges, off of walls, off of cars.
In the most random places.
I don't know if it's just it rehydrates the marker ink with whatever's in here as the solvent or whatever to make it liquid again. That's my very, very poor guesstimation on what little I remember about chemistry class from 2002. So as a teacher, this is barely passed because math. It's a hidden math class.
It is a hidden math class. And I'm good at girl math.
Oh, I love math.
Jen.
Like I could do percentages for shopping.
Jillian's coming to us from the future. She's coming to us from Monday.
Yes, it is technically next week over there in New Zealand land. I'm just sprinting with you all. I need to come say hi to you and Jamie. I miss you both so much. So much. So that's my favorite teacher suggested cleaning hack. If it's a permanent marker stain, Expo marker it.
What about the sticky note situation? Because we were talking about how our desks look. And I am the person who will write a list and then additional stickies. It's probably already on that list. But the stickies get on top of the notes and the list. And then there's more stickies. And then I'm just in this sea of sticky notes.
I have a to be used in a used bin. On Post-it note holders.
Oh, that same Post-it note holder.
Yeah, it's just a plain Post-it note holder. I have a used and, somebody said the teacher I stole it from said that she took it from her days as being a waitress and keeping track of her receipts the old way.
Okay.
The way she used to have to track them, whether or not they paid with, like, when credit cards were scanned, with the old ink copy things from the 80s. She said I just kept it doing it that way with my sticky notes, and I know I have a pile of random lists that needs done. And have a trophy of completed projects.
Oh, see, that's a good idea. I usually just throw them away, and then I've probably written it it's on my Kanban board, but I've probably written it in my HP90 stuff.
I have a trophy drawer, a trophy cup that I throw all my stickies in when I tear them up. I tend to color code my stickies by project or need.
Okay.
So, or season. But last year, my daughter got me this really pretty paper set that it came with this very, very pretty planner book.
Okay. Oh, that is pretty. Look at that.
Very, very pretty from Korea. And then it came with all these different kinds of paper. And so all of my projects are now, instead of having sticky notes this year, I have washi tape and washi tape stickers and all these pretty different Korean floral papers as for my different project things.
Nice. I like that.
That sounds, you showed it earlier. It just, it's zen, like you said, very zen, very feng shui, very Mama Maggie.
It's very hold my mocha.
I was going to say, it's very hold your mocha, very hold your mocha. Jen, math is one class I might, oh goodness, it almost did me. I feel you with this. Huge hugs. CB, hello.
Hi, CB. No, see, math is my thing, though. I love math. I have characters who love math. I have one character who will repeatedly say math makes everything easier.
Well, it's so funny because I don't feel like I'm good at math. And I'm good at it in certain situations, like I said, shopping and percentages. And, I know I'm saving this much money. And then coupon girl math, like there's that. But my son...
That is a math. I will admit, that is a math.
It's a math.
And then
math, but my son's a math major. He's crazy good with numbers. Like, where did you get that? How?
My brother-in-law, literally, you can say, hey, what's blank percent of some random 3, 4, 5 digit number? And he'll be like, plus or minus blank from blank number. And I'm like, please. Goodness. It's extremely busy. Yes, it has been, my friend. Maria, listening. I'm going to be sending a lot of people over. My friend Tracy. I did not realize Tracy, the revised writer. I thought she was done at 5 o'clock today.
Tracy. I love her. Love you guys.
So I do apologize for streaming during, everyone. I thought I had scheduled this late enough. So definitely going to go and give some love to Tracy after and give her channel in the chats for sprints. No mathematician, but I'm not Tony Stark. Same here. Struggling through statistics.
I think Morgan and Sako are both still streaming too.
Really?
Because I popped in and said hi to them and then said, I'm going over here. And then I know that Stephanie Cordy reads books. I know that she is also streaming a 10K day. A lot of people trying to get their 10K days. Yesterday it was, who was trying to get, there was the write-a-thon that was going on that Michael CB10
is also
was
doing
running.
one this weekend, too.
And somebody else was doing a 10K day yesterday. I don't remember. It was like everybody's trying to get their last bit of nano in. I did nano Edmo. I did editing this month. I've been through 3 different books and just the parts that I was doing the editing. I am like 8,000 from 200,000 words edited this month.
Congrats.
So it's, everybody's pushing, trying to get their writing in. I'm just editing because the new medicine makes it almost impossible for me to write. So
we're on that topic. Let's go ahead and bring it into chat here. I plan to later. How's camp, Rita?
Loaded question. Okay, so I just put out a video about how my camp went, and I'm going to sum it up like this. I crashed and burned.
Oh
I
no!
wanted to do something really fun, sort of, since I'm already like on the tail end of Harbor 2, and you know, you all know what comes after all that. It just seems like, oh, I'm done writing. No, you're not. Right. So I just was like, I'm going to do something fun for camp. I'm going to write a new music album. It's a little more creative. It's definitely a lot word intensive, like by any means. And I just did not have the time. I got about 3 songs done, and that was it. And I planned for 10.
But
And
still, you still got stuff done, though.
you know,
It's a
that's
different
true.
type of word intensive, because you gotta really, you're literally going, wait a minute, does this match beat the whole time? That's a different kind of brain power.
Yeah,
So says
True.
the poet.
I should give myself a little credit, but I still feel like I crashed and burned because I'm very results oriented. And it's
you're among friends.
perfectionistic. I know all of the things Sarah talks about, like just, you know, it's not perfection, it's progress. And I still was like, so I was getting to that point where everything was just, yeah.
I joined you there today, hon. Yep. I felt that today for sure.
I was planning on streaming every week. I've done 2 streams. I've done 2 streams this month.
Because of the migraines.
Because of the migraines and stuff like that. And it's just like, you know, I didn't even get on a stream for 2 solid weeks this month. And usually Jenna will tell you, I'm the one always in the chat cheerleading people, and you've got this, and 5 words is better than no words, and no words left behind. And I was MIA. I was MIA for Camp Nano just because I couldn't, I was doing everything in dark mode and as dim as my computer would set it, or I was printing things out and doing them by hand because I just couldn't do it.
But you're slaying it.
Correct.
Yeah, you're slaying it. Even through all of that. I mean, you're just whoop, whoop, like I love
you
that.
do your best in your pace and your time and your stride, and that's all we could ever ask. And we love you and are glad you're taking care of you. All of you,
it's a distraction from the pain. That's one thing people with chronic conditions will tell you, that you've got to have something that distracts you from the pain, or you're just taking handfuls and injections and sleeping constantly. So, and that's not a life.
Correct.
So, yeah.
No. I haven't had a day off since the last day of March. So, yeah, I've been at it literally since Monday, April 1st. And I said, when Comic-Con literally came open, 2 weeks ago for an Artist Alley slot, I said, well, there goes my weekend to recover. Now what do I do? So I'm not doing Double Down Day now next weekend because of it. But Book 5 is now past that nano finish goal of 50K. I still have half the book to finish editing, though.
Still doing great. Yeah.
Trying.
We should give ourselves more credit, because even when we're cracking and crumbling, somehow we pull it out. You know.
Always.
Yeah. Well, somehow. it's the problem is and
great job, Stevie.
I know there will people that will like argue with this or disagree. The problem is indie writers, indie authors, we tend to, and especially as women, we tend to devaluate our accomplishments, our works, our words. We tend to look at ourselves as, oh, I've done all of this, but you know, I'm okay. I realize I'm the oldest one here, but it's like this thing of like, my generation was, you run the farm, have the job, be the mom, and have this money-making hobby on the side. And this whole superwoman mentality that's been pressed on us literally generationally. We are finally getting into a place where it's where you can say it's okay to be broken. It's okay to struggle. It is okay to say, I just can't do this today.
Amen.
And to give yourself that grace, you know, we should never have to apologize, but we all have that latent little seed of guilt buried in us that's saying, oh, but you didn't do this thing. You know what? that thing can bite my bony brain damaged butt.
Exactly. Well, and you know, the biggest weight was lifted the moment I plopped out that video and said, you know what? I'm letting go of my writing expectations for this camp. It's too much for me this time around. It's okay. And here's what I'm doing instead. And this is why I'm doing it. And I've not felt one bit of remorse about it. True to form, what you're saying, Maggie. I just kind of went, wow, that felt good to just say, you know what? I can't do it right now. It's okay.
I think I know the answer to the next question, though. We're going to catch up in chat right quick because CB, congrats. Sako, thank you for stopping in. Please go see my friend Tracy, the Revised Writer, and Sako to me and more over on streaming. All my other friends in chat, too. CB, been dealing with a lot of See, this is kind of some of what's going on with a lot of us right now because this.
Mm-hmm.
April has been a month.
April is a month, it seems. Agreed. It has been the most trying month for me this year.
2024 has been a month.
Don't say that, Mama Maggie or Rita, whoever said that. It's been 4 months. No, we're not stuck in January. I do not. If I wake up in January, I'm tracking both of you down.
Okay, the year started with volcanic eruptions,
Look out my windows,
earthquakes, tsunamis, blizzards, typhoons, and wildfires.
Yeah, but she's not taking her shadow with her now, is she?
What was that song? There was a song when I was in high school. It starts with earthquakes, birds and snakes and airplanes. That song.
We didn't start fire.
No,
there's new updated
that was
versions of
another. That was another song. It's the end of the world as we know.
Oh, God!
Feel fine.
YouTube, don't demonetize us.
That is the anthem of the 2020s. It literally is.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious.
I'm really afraid to ask my next question now.
Congrats, Monica. You've almost got it.
You all have been
8,000.
rocking it. April 16th. Well done. So you're getting a second. Oh, wow. You're doing amazing.
That's amazing.
I like the use of percentiles. I'm sorry I'm playing with the new dice. I need to really set that aside. That's for streams anyway. Invested in streams this weekend. More on another vlog. I just need to stop playing with it. Sorry. I might. Ooh, CB, really? Really? You have some friends who are going to want to visit.
November is probably the best time to be in Houston as someone who grew up down there because you're out of the risk of hurricanes and Houston doesn't normally flood in that month.
Normally, she says. So the next question I'm really afraid to ask. Cleaning schedules, yes or no?
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely. Thursdays, I do the
With
sheet.
a caveat.
Fun Floor Fridays is the vacuuming and mopping. And then Sundays is deep stove clean Sunday.
That's smart.
Their chunk, it takes the chunk out of the big whole house clean. And that would be where I'm at with that. Dishes, I don't really like those, so I do them every day, obviously, but yeah. Those are the daily. And then laundry's a daily, but that's, if it washes and it goes in the dryer, I consider it done. Till tomorrow.
Mama Maggie.
I have a weekly day for the linens. I have a weekly day to deep clean the kitchen. Because I have indoor pets, because we live on a farm, so we are in coyote country. And so one of the things is like the dogs and the cats have to come in at night because it's literally just not safe for them to be out at night. Right. That's what happened to Moo Moo is she got I let her out one morning and the coyotes were out in the early morning and she got snatched. Not her Moo Moo, my Moo Moo.
Not her Moo Moo, not my Moo Moo.
But you know, so every day one of the first things that happens is that all the floors they have to get swept. All the fur has to be cleaned up and then everything has to be mopped. And of course, that means also doing litter boxes every morning because the cats are all in the house. And then when I have to do that, you know, my literally my back door looks like a cat Pez dispenser because I'm just opening the door and chucking the cats out one after the other.
I just had a total animated visual.
But yeah, and then we've got, you know, the rescue chihuahuas and we've got the big dogs. Wednesdays, I did get a volunteer slot at the National Mill Dog Rescue where my daughter works. Nice. So now I go and I spend my whole Wednesday. In the morning, I help them with the cleaning and the feeding, and then I spend the whole rest of the late morning and into the afternoon just moving from kennel to kennel to kennel, sitting and socializing with dogs so that they can go and find a new home.
Aw, that's cool.
Just like you said, you do so much, but being with the dogs is probably as good for you as it is for them, Mama Maggie, I would imagine.
Absolutely.
Oh, I love it. They're so it's heartbreaking, but it's also so fun because, you know, and did I have to move my linen day? Yes, I did. Do I mind? No, I don't.
No.
You
can
get
moved to a different day.
For me, I'm not being as when we lived in the apartment, I was right on it with the cleaning. I'm having a hard time getting a new one here. The house is double the size.
It takes time to get into a new house, though.
Bingo. That's the other thing. We're not fully unpacked yet.
Oh, yeah. That'll be.
The kitchen is driving us nuts because we need like one more set of 3 cabinets would be all we need. And it's a lovely, huge kitchen. We just need one more cabinet to hold everything. So that's kind of what's holding stuff up. So the cleaning plan is, my Virgo brain is not liking me. We'll put it that way. The required stuff gets done. The cat-related stuff gets done.
Sure,
laundry gets done. It just doesn't get put away the way I prefer. Or I'm not quite doing all the high reach cobwebs as often as I probably should.
Oh, girl, my gosh. You should see my fans. They look horrendous.
See, I'm an asthmatic, so I normally am pretty on some of that stuff this time of year, and I'm just like, I don't know.
Well, do you guys have a spring cleaning routine every spring?
Not because of the move. I haven't been able to make one yet.
I spring clean every month.
Oh, every month. So once a year.
I clean fans and windows, and so it's one of my OCD things. And fortunately, 2 of my 3 children also have the same. Everything has to be deep cleaned, and we're all going to do it this day. And so about every 2 months, not every single month, but about every 2 months, just spontaneously, we just clean the house.
Whew.
So, right. But it's just one of those things. The other thing is because we have a farm, you know,
we have a full house too.
Yeah, we have like a dirt road, literally 300 feet in front of our house that people drive up and down. So we get dust
it's and constant tracking of it. Gotcha.
And of course, Agent Mayhem's favorite thing to do is like, oh look, roll. And he's like, look what I brought in the house. Mom shakes off in this cloud. He looks like Pigpen. And I was like, why, Agent? Why did you do this?
I mean, check the name, Mom. Check the name.
That's so funny. It's just my hubs and I and the dog. So Bruno, he was here earlier because he came back from the lake. But with the dog fur, I'm allergic to dogs and even worse to cats. The only reason I'm surviving with him here is because I do the floors once a week, but we have tile and wood everywhere. So if we had carpet.
Yeah, we don't have any carpet. We don't have any carpet. At every house that we have lived in since the youngest was born, she has really, really bad allergies. We have not had carpet in 20 years simply because we tried having area rugs for a while, but the having to wash them constantly.
Always.
I was chewing through a washing machine a year.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I believe it.
Even
I
the
believe
washable ones tear them up.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's like, even if you get the big industrial washing machine, if you're throwing rugs in them once a week to make sure they stay dust and dander free,
Right.
you're still dropping a huge chunk of money on a giant front loader because it only takes about a year and it's just done.
Mm-hmm.
It can't handle the weight. It really can't.
So that's a cleaning hack. No rugs and tile and wood floors. No carpet either.
See, I wish we
your
could get rid of
brand.
it.
The Swiffer dusters with the reusable, with the washable pads. Those are the greatest friend you can have if you've got pets.
Yep.
Yep.
I agree.
I wish we had children. I'm glad we don't yet. I like this. I'm glad I don't yet with all the carpet in case they have my breathing issues, but so I would love to get rid of the carpet.
Well, when you have your little babies and they're crawling around, they need the carpet because they're gonna fall and get little bumpies, and it's gonna just, you want them to fall.
Oh, I fell on tile and I turned out mostly okay. Anyway,
I'm all like,
so we talked about the outside of our lives as creatives. What's going on with the files inside of our computer? Are they like our desks or not?
It's a 50-50 coin toss. So I would say when it comes to all my book files, chapters, notes, annotations, things of that nature, hyper OCD organized. Content creation stuff, video files to hard drive. There's a whole process I do to file them on a hard drive, and I know where everything is: raw file, video file, finished, graphic, teasers, SEO brief. There's a whole mess of nonsense. Photos, regular stuff on the computer, website tabs and the like, total disaster.
Don't close my tabs. Just don't close my tabs.
Like Rita, I have all of my book stuff separated by finished projects, current projects, future projects.
Yes.
Every time a month rolls over, I create a copy file, redate, restart, and those are the files that I work on from then forward. I back up everything on my big terabyte drives because I learned the hard way. I had a laptop literally go pop. It made a popping sound, and then it just literally was gone.
Popped.
It went pop, and then it kind of had these fumes come out of it, and the backup drive that I was using had a bad sector on it, and so everything that was saved was just documents were just X. Every character was an X. Every space was an X. It was just pages of X's. I lost 3 months worth of work.
Oh my goodness.
So, and that was before everybody was using cloud accounts.
Mm-hmm.
That was when they were just starting the cloud accounts. And so I had to rewrite so many things. And, but now I have a cloud backup. I have my Google Drive backup. I have my Gmail finished stuff to myself. So I've got 3 digital backup versions. Then I have I use the large SD cards to back up projects from draft through editing to final publish. And then I have my terabyte drive that has things saved, active work saved, changes saved by month. So if I'm working on something in a month, that goes onto my terabyte drive to see the changes I've made that month. And
nice.
and everyone's like, why do you have so many backed up things? And I says, well, because I have brain damage from my stroke. But the other thing is I have literally had things where I'm like, wait a minute, there was a scene here. I know there was a scene here. There was a book. I have this book. I know I started on this book. And I've literally had to go back 2 or 3 years. And then I found it again.
Oh my gosh.
And like I was griping about before the thing, for some reason, I don't know why, but my brand new laptop will just randomly throw things into the recycle bin. And I'll close it and it'll just be gone and I can't find it. And I have to go into my cloud recycle bin to get it back. And I don't know why it's doing that. And tech support can answer it. And it doesn't give me the option to not delete it. It'll just say, I'll just get that things deleted from this will be held in your cloud recycle bin for 30 days.
Well, like that's
for me,
why would it do that?
For me, I have these other backup things so that things that I didn't realize that's what it was doing, that I still have copies of them. But it was just like, why is it automatically deleting these things when I'm just trying to open them like in my formatting program or something?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the cloud stuff. I move everything manually. The only thing I use as a cloud thing would be Dropbox, and it's literally to manually move files to like my phone, between my phone and my laptop. It's really like a pass through. Mm-hmm. That's the only thing I use them for. Gosh, that's crazy that does that. It's like, hi, auto trash. What?
Yeah, yeah, and it was, and I don't know why, because this laptop has like a 5 terabyte drive.
Right.
And it's like, I'm never going to run out of space. I've got space for years on this laptop.
For video, for anything huge, for years, literally.
But it's just, it takes anything that, I don't know why it just does this.
Yeah.
But I found that it is primarily in my video editing program. When I'm loading things in and out of my video editing program, it'll just randomly delete it. Or when I'm running my book documents in and out of my formatting program.
That's so
my
weird.
Converter to Mobi and PDF and EPUB files, that is when it will just drop the whole file into the iCloud box, recycle bin.
If anyone knows about this, please give us some feedback, because now I'm confused. I'm like, what setting? It has to be a setting.
Their answer was turn down the sensitivity on your touchpad. And I was like they thought I was.
That's what the tech guy said, or the tech person.
That's what tech said. That's what HP. When I called the help desk, the HP and Windows both said, just turn down the sensitivity on your touchpad. Like I am right clicking instead of left clicking on everything, and I'm like, no.
That's so bizarre.
But then the easy way to make sure that's not happening is just USB mouse. And if it sees it, if it's still happening with that, then clearly it's a setting.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. The other thing was send it in for a month and they'll send it back to me with a new touchpad. And I'm like,
hard pass.
I've got stuff to do.
Correct.
Yeah. No thanks.
So therefore, what's the least favorite chore, either virtual or physical? And how do you route it into being done? This is going to be our last question for the evening, unless we have audience questions added in.
Let's see. I did little note cards so I could remind myself what they were.
Cheesecake Man does the kitty litter for a reason. I will literally mow the lawn before I do the kitty litter, and it's just because my asthma can handle grass better than cat litter.
Fair. That tracks. I would say bathrooms and toilets. And so my husband will jump in and do that. And it's also good because he says, I'm not good at that. It's not in my wheelhouse. And I'm like, go ahead, take it. I'm not good at it. All you. How about you, Maggie?
For me, it's the refrigerator. We for years and this goes back to when I was a child, and the reason I put myself in therapy at 15, because my father was so abusive, is we were not allowed to we were very poor growing up, so we were not allowed to waste any food whatsoever. But if leftovers went bad, as the eldest, it was my fault because I didn't feed them to my siblings or they weren't used in time. And there were multiple occasions where my father would literally, like, if he, in the middle of the night when he had been drinking or something, found something spoiled in the refrigerator, he would, like, come drag me out of bed, put it in my face, throw it on the floor, rub my face in it, and make me do literally what in the middle of the night I'd be cleaning out the refrigerator. And because of that, even after years of therapy, I still can't. I just can't. And that, you know, there's a reason that my chickens are so freaking spoiled, is because we never have a leftover for more than 2 days, or it goes to the chickens and the barn cats, and they are terribly,
Literally,
you know,
that experience rewired how you handle
and
adults.
it's just, and you know, my husband and my children, my husband was, when I told him about this when we were first married, he was like, you will never have to clean out the refrigerator as long as we're married. And it was explained to our children why we don't have leftovers. You know, this is why your mom cannot keep leftovers. Either they're eaten, or they're going in the freezer, or they're going to the animals.
What a good husband.
And so, yeah, the refrigerator,
Or
I
let
would
one
rather,
of the friends take it home or whatever. Yeah.
yeah, I will clean the barn. I will clean the bathrooms. I will do I hate folding clothes. I do hate folding clothes, but I will do it. If the laundry makes it to the basket, to the basket dresser, then it makes it to the basket dresser.
I told you, girl, just try my laundry hack. If it gets in the wash and then you put it to the dry, then you wait till the next day, and then it gets at least taken out. And then maybe the third day you can go, oh, now I guess I'll fold it. And then the day after that, just put it away.
Well, I trick myself into folding it because I put the laundry, I have a big chest freezer. Okay. And so I put the clean laundry on top of the chest freezer. Okay. So I have to fold it before I can make dinner, because I have to fold it to get into the chest freezer to get the chicken or the beef or the lamb out. So I have to fold it because it's on top of the chest freezer. So it's like, yeah.
That's perfect. That's like routing it. Like Jenna said, how do we route it to get it done? That's great.
Editing is a chore, just saying. Anyway.
Marketing. Totally.
Yeah, how do we route it
Marketing
to get done?
Is the thing I will avoid most.
Did I not cry for 90 days during HB90? Like my loathing task was editing. It's taking me 4 days. And Jenna's like so good at it. She's like, boop, boop, boop.
Jenna is a workaholic. I do not recommend.
My 15 steps of editing.
Inspire me. Oh, yeah.
That's smart.
Yeah.
15.
Very good.
I have a 15-step editing process because I have brain damage.
You always make me giggle every time you say it with that face, Mama Maggie. You really do.
I love it. Oh, that's great. Oh, I have a good little hack for organizing all your tabs. One of my girlfriends on Instagram, she's into like the Marie Kondo cleaning stuff. And she turned me on to this, I don't know, I guess it's a browser extra add-on thing. It's called Toby.com. So
T-O-B-I?
T-O-B-Y. And so I have it on all my things. And then when I bring up a page, Toby is my like home page that comes up. And I'll have a whole list of all the tabs I've always had up. And I just move them. If I have them, I'll move them into the folders. And then they'll still be there. They're not actually closed. So you don't actually lose what you're working on, unless it's something that forces you to sign out because of security reasons or whatever like that. But you won't lose the page. I hope I explained that right.
That'd be perfect. I'm going, oh my God, all my research. I won't have all these bookmarks I'll have to go back and delete later. I was just going to ask.
Free too.
I'm one of those geeky people that puts my bookmarks in, that like has folders in my bookmark things. Mm-hmm. And I've put my bookmarks in folders to keep track of them.
I have folders for my folders with my bookmarks.
And then I forget which micro folder's in the macro folder. And then was that a folder? Or do I need a new folder?
You're like, I think that was, and then you're trying to type in the closest thing you can think to what the name of the page was to try to find it. And sometimes Google just goes, I don't know what you're looking for.
Like, we don't even have a suggestion for you. You're so off the mark.
That's sad when your own computer is like, look, I can't even keep up. Sorry. It's my brain.
Cat face.
Well, thank you everyone for being here. Do we have any final questions or comments from the audience or from the panel?
I'm trying to, let's see.
Oh, okay. I will ask questions then. All right. Since we all talk about spring cleaning, changing your environment, getting your writing environment exactly what you wanted, do you have seasonal scents for your writing areas or for your projects?
Yes.
I would if my purse would allow me to afford that.
I like flowers in the spring. I like beachy scents in the summer. I when I lived in Los Angeles, I was by the beach, so I missed that. Very sad face. But and I'll do like ambient stuff like behind me on the screen to help create the writing environment. That's all I do. I don't think it's
I was doing tapestry change outs forever, but I stopped doing that at the apartment. I don't know if I'm going to change it seasonally much. I'm trying to get bookcases back there, so it probably would become rather static. I don't know. This room is about to get it's the darkest corner, happens to be the corner I'm sitting in right now, so I'm trying to figure out better use for light. That almost matters more to me than smell, I find. And that's just because my eyes are really bad, so...
Well, light makes a huge difference. I would agree. Like this room was all the darkest wood you could imagine. And it's real wood, but it was just so draining for me, for my energy. I just didn't want to even be in here. And I mean, in November, and it was fine in October because it's very spooky vibes. But I needed the bright, changing it all to white, just night and day difference. Not necessarily a seasonal thing, but I would say an overall, I'm excited to come in and sit and write for sure and get work done. So,
and you, Mama Maggie?
You, yeah.
Well, I every quarter or so, every once in a while, I change my room. I've got different paintings that my daughter has done. I've got different books on display. I am all about changing the mood, and then you go to my YouTube page and you will find playlist for whatever whips I'm working on. I will make recipes if I'm working on like one of my baker's story. I'm doing a lot of bakers. If I'm doing one of my chefs, I'm doing a lot of cooking like that. The one barista story, I was trying all these crazy coffee recipes. I go as far as like even having menus. But then for my own home though, this is for my home though, because before my stroke, I was a slow cycle bipolar, but I have a liver enzyme deficiency, so I cannot take the medications they use for that. So I had to learn behavioral management, and that went into environmental management, which is not just aromatherapy, but it's also color therapy, diet therapy, all of that stuff. So literally, I have totes of this season is this color, these totes and all these scents and this color. And so it was very easy after my stroke, when I started writing to relearn language, to parlay that into my writing environment. So I do change things a lot in my writing environment, just to go with what I am working on.
So I have a question. Does that include furniture? Because I find myself shuffling furniture and moving different combinations of a room. I mean, not even just my office, but the entire house.
I thought your office changed a couple times since last year.
It really does. Right? It does. And it's like I'm a big fan of furniture covers. I know people are like, oh, furniture covers. No, get furniture covers, because the ability to go from dark blue to like light green, or to like a gray, or to a red in the winter, the ability to change that and to change your accents, it's the furniture covers are not that expensive, and you can thrift out whatever accessories you need to change the colors of the room, and it's like buy furniture covers and buy curtains.
Right.
And if you just
even Dollar
change
Tree
them,
has stuff like that now too, surprisingly.
from winter to summer, even just from winter to summer, the boost in the endorphin level, because you feel like you're getting a new house and you're getting a makeover. And even if you use the same things every year or the same color schemes, like I like light green in the summer, like seafoam greens and stuff. So it's really easy to switch to that. And like, one year I can decorate with dragonflies, and this summer I'm probably going to decorate with sea glass and lighthouses.
Oh, I love that.
You know, and it's just like, you know, $20 or $30 to get the little things from, and you can get them at the dollar store.
Yes, you can, and they have some pretty.
Get them at the dollar store, and you know, and then you just change them out, and then suddenly it's like you've got a new house, and it's a little things like that.
It makes a huge impact.
It really, really does. And like changing your writing area will help if you're stuck, if you're feeling encased in your writing, in your creativity. You know, and everyone's like, oh, well, go sit in a different place or do this. And yeah, that helps or something. But the problem with sitting in a different place is if you move to the chair by the window, how much are you looking out the window? If you move to the chair in the living room, how much are you watching the TV and the family and all of that? Right. So your writing space, it needs to be you, but it also needs to be the thing that like feeds you without you being conscious that it's feeding you. It needs to be that quiet, soothing voice going, this is yours. This is your place. Now be you.
What's that? Into writing voice? What did you say?
I love having the two of you together. That was perfect. Oh my goodness.
You're so right, Mom Maggie. So right.
You two are amazing. Thank you both for hanging in. It's been a joy. It's been a joy. I do believe I have their links in the description box below if you want to follow them. And of course, we'll be doing Soul Care Sundays again next month. If you want to find out who all is, we'll be getting together again soon. And above all, you know what I'm going to say. Take care of yourself. You've been worth it from the beginning. And so is your voice. Bye.
Be blessed.
Be me.